Hello everyone. We have already studied the structural aspects of butadiene. In this lecture, we are going to discuss the methods of formation and the chemical properties of butadiene. In the methods of formation, there are a number of methods, out of which we are going to discuss very few methods, and out of which first method is preparation or formation from a cyclohexene. The structure of cyclohexene is like this. We have studied in cycloalkene. This is the structure of cyclohexene, and our target is to prepare a butadiene having this type of structure. So this is a six-membered ring, and it is converted into this butadiene. We have learned a Diels-Alder reaction in the previous lecture. In the Diels-Alder reaction, a butadiene reacts with alkene to form a cyclohexene, and this reaction it is reverse to that Diels-Alder reaction. That's why it is also called as a retro Diels-Alder reaction. It is reverse to Diels-Alder reaction. So in this reaction, what happens when cyclohexene is passed over nichrome, then the cyclohexane gets broken down into butadiene and alkene. This is the retro-Diels-Alder reaction which is used for the formation of butadiene. In this reaction, this cyclohexane rings gets broken down to form a butadiene. So we will get here 1,3-butadiene. The reaction condition, it is a nichrome over which the cyclohexane is passed, then it is formed a butadiene. The second method is the preparation of or formation of butadiene from butane or one butene or two butene. So this is the dehydrogenation reaction. Formation of butadiene by using dehydrogenation reaction. In this reaction, we can use either butane or butene, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. When it is heated with chromium oxide or it is also called as a chromic acid, and then there is a occurrence of dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation means removal of hydrogen from the butane, and that's why there is a formation of double bond at the terminal carbon, so that we will get 1,3-butadiene like this. It is a dehydrogenation. From this reactant, hydrogens are removed. It is a butane. Similarly, 1-butene or 2-butene, they also undergo the same reaction. This is 1-butene or 2-butene. We can write like this. They also undergo same reaction. They passed over chromium oxide and gets converted into 1,3-butadiene. So these are the simple reaction in which the hydrogen is removed from the reactant and finally we get a butadiene. The third reaction or third methods of preparation is from acetylene. I will write here the structure of acetylene. Acetylene possesses only two carbons and there is a presence of a triple bond between these two carbons. Now, On the product side, there are four carbons. That is, 1,3-butadiene contains four carbon. Here, there are presence of only two carbon. That's why this is the first reactant, and we have to write the second reactant, and the second reactant may possesses a two carbon, and the second reactant will be a acetaldehyde. So I will write the acetaldehyde, or which is also called as a ethanol, like this CH3. Then I will put here C double bond O and H. When acetylene and acetaldehyde, they are treated in presence of sodamide, that is NaNH2. Then what happens? This sodamide, it will remove this hydrogen, and this carbon possesses a negative charge. So there is a formation of acetylides, and due to this acetylides, this carbon then attacks on this C double bond O group in the acetaldehyde, and it will form this type of compound, hydrogen, carbon, triple bond carbon. Then it is attached with this carbon, and this double bond O gets converted into single bond OH. Here there is a presence of H and finally CH3. So after the reaction of acetylene and acetaldehyde, we get uh, this is the methyl, and it is ethynyl. So I will write here a methyl. Then second group is ethynyl, and this structure is nothing but the carbinol. So we get in the first step methyl ethynyl carbinol, and in the next step this methyl ethynyl carbinol undergo a partial reduction. Partial reduction, just the triple bond is converted into the double bond when it is treated with hydrogen and platinum or palladium. Hydrogen or platinum. So there is a conversion of this triple bond into the carbon-carbon double bond, and that's why we get here I will write here CH2 double bond CH. The remaining structure will be same, and here CH3. And the name of this compound, there is a only change in the name will be methyl ethynyl. Now here we will write ethynyl carbinol. This is ethynyl group, this is methyl group, that's why here methyl ethynyl carbinol. And the final step involves the heating of methyl ethynyl carbinol in presence of alumina, that is Al2O3. It will remove this OH group and hydrogen from this terminal carbon, and finally we will get here CH2 double bond CH, CH double bond CH2, and water will be eliminated as a side product. In this way, a dehydration occurs in the last step. So from acetylene and acetaldehyde, we get a corresponding 1,3-butadiene through a three-step reaction, in which first step is sodamide, then second step reduction, and third step alumina. In this fourth methods of preparation is from butane 1,3-diol, from butane 1,3-diol. Now the structure of butane 1,3-diol is like this. Here I will write CH2OH, then CH2, here OH, and finally there is a CH3. This is butane 1,3-diol. Now there are four carbon present in this structure, and there is a presence of OH group. So we have to remove this OH group from this structure to get converted into 1,3-butadiene, and A removal of OH group is achieved in the dehydration reaction. That's why this reactant is heated in presence of acid catalyst. Suppose concentrated H2SO4. When it is heated in presence of acid catalyst, then what happens? This OH group and H from the neighboring carbon. So here this OH group and H from this carbon, they are eliminated as a water molecule. Similarly, OH from this carbon and H from this carbon, they are eliminated as a water molecule, and corresponding 1,3-butadiene we get. In this way, we obtain 1,3-butadiene from butane 1,3-diol when they pass through a concentrated H2SO4 or heated in presence of acid catalyst. And the next methods of formation, it is from once again acetaldehyde and ethanol. So from acetaldehyde and ethanol. In this reaction, what happens? This is the, I will write acetaldehyde CH3CHO plus ethanol CH3CH2OH. When they heated or passed over a catalyst under heating condition, what happens? They directly gets converted into 1,3-butadiene. Now this reaction occurs in such a way that this carbon may attacks on this carbon with the formation of this type of intermediate, and finally a dehydration occurs to form one. Let's begin with chemical properties or chemical reactions of 1,3-butadiene. Chemical properties of 1,3-butadiene, we must know the structure of 1,3-butadiene and its resonance form. That's why I am writing here a structure of 1,3-butadiene and its resonance or resonating structures. Uh, I will keep aside the arrow in between them and directly write resonating structures. In this resonating structure, there is a CH2 single bond CH, double bond CH, and single bond CH2. In this resonating structure, there is a presence of positive charge and negative charge on the terminal carbons. So it is a dipolar structure. Along with this, we have studied one we have studied another structure in which there is a presence of radical on the terminal carbon, and the structure will be like this. It is a di-radical structures. Now look at the structure of 1,3-butadiene. There are two double bonds in these structures. That's why this butadiene undergo addition reactions, and in addition reaction it will show either 1,2 addition or it will show 1,4 addition. Now what is the meaning of this 1,2 addition and 1,4 addition? It simply indicates that when there is a 1,2 addition, then one atom or one group is going to add with the first carbon and another atom going to add with the second carbon. So it indicates the numbers of the carbon. Suppose this is the first carbon, this is second carbon, this is third, and this is fourth. In this 1,2 addition, this 1 and 2, these are the nothing but number of carbons. Similarly, in 1,4 addition, first group is going to add with the first carbon and second group is going to add with the fourth carbon. In this way, 1, 2 and 1,4 addition, they are observed in 1,3-butadiene, and it is a peculiar characteristics of 1,3-butadiene. So in the study of addition reaction, cycloaddition reaction, polymerization reaction, all these structures, they are useful. That's why I have written here. So let's begin with a first reaction, that is reaction with hydrogen halide. Reaction with hydrogen halide. When butadiene is treated with the hydrogen halide, in this case we will take HCl, that is hydrogen chloride. When it is treated with SCl, what will happen? That we are going to study plus SCl. This is 1,3-butadiene hydrogen chloride. Uh, Two types of addition reaction take place. First one is 1,2 addition and second one is 1,4 addition. So let's see first 1,2 addition. One indicate first carbon, two indicate second carbon. For that purpose, I will number here 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now consider this SCl. This SCl I will write as a H plus and Cl minus because chlorine is more electronegative than hydrogen. That's why there is a charge separation. And from this SCl, hydrogen is attached to one carbon and chlorine is attached to another carbon. Now this hydrogen in 1,2 addition, what happens? This hydrogen going to add with this first carbon, whereas Cl is going to add with the second carbon. Then the product will be here CH3, then CH, here chlorine is attached and remaining bonds they remain same. In this way, 1,2 addition take place. Hydrogen is attached here, chlorine is attached here. That's why it is a 1,2. So after 1,2 addition, we will get this type of structure. And if I number this carbon from this side, it is first, second, third, and fourth. That's why the name of this compound is 3-chloro 1-butene. 3-chloro 1-butene. Now turn towards the 1,4 addition in case of hydrogen halide. This hydrogen is going to add with the first terminal carbon and Cl going to add with the second terminal carbon. But for this 1,4 addition, for the sake of convenience, we have to take this type of resonating form or resonating structure. I will put here HCl, this hydrogen attached here and this Cl which is going to add with this. And that's why we will get the structure is here a CH3, then CH, double bond CH, and finally this CH2 is going to add or attach with a Cl. The name of this compound is, if I number from this side, then this is first carbon, second, third, and fourth, and that's why it is 1-chloro or 2-butene. So different products are obtained after 1,2 addition and 1,4 addition. And keep in mind, for 1,2 addition, we have to consider this structure, and for 1,4 addition, we have to consider this resonating form. And it is useful to write the structure of product obtained after 1,2 or 1,4 addition. In this way, hydrogen halide going to react with the 1,3-butadiene. Similarly, uh, reaction of halogen take place in 1,3-butadiene. So we will see the addition of halogen, and in halogen we will take a bromine. This bromine is going to add with or going to react with 1,3-butadiene in two ways. One molecule of bromine react to form a product, as well as two molecule of bromine they are going to react with the 1,3-butadiene to give a different product. So we will start with the one molecule of bromine. So I will write here one molecule. The structure of reactant CH2CH, CH double bond CH2, then here Br2, and there is a 1,2 and 1,4 addition. For 1,2 addition, this structure is sufficient. For 1,4 addition, we will take another resonating form. So 1,2 addition is like this. From this Br2, one Br is going to add with this CH2Br, then second is attached here and remaining double bond as it is. I will assign the number to this carbon first, second, and third, and fourth. So the name of this compound will be 3,4 dibromo 3,4 dibromo 1 butene. Now look at 1,4 addition. In 1,4 addition, we have to take this type of resonating form, that is CH double bond CH, and here a CH2 and here a CH2, out of which one is positive and one is negative. So one Br is going to attach with this and second Br is going to attach with this. If I number this carbon first, second, third, and fourth, the name of this compound will be here 1,4 a dibromo 1,4 a dibromo 2 butene 1,4 dibromo 2 butene. In this way, one molecule of Br2 reacts with butadiene to give this type of two products according to 1,2 addition and 1,4 addition. Now, consider a second reaction in which this two molecule of Br, that is bromine, two molecules of Br2 reacts with the 1,3-butadiene. This is simple reaction in which we will take here twice Br2. In this reaction, there is a nothing, no 1,2 addition, no 1,4 addition, just this twice Br2. It indicates there are 4 Br and the 4 Br going to add with 2 double bond, that is they are going to attach with 4 carbon, and finally we get a CH2 single bond CH, here CH, CH2, and all the carbon they possesses 1 Br atom each. In this way, with two molecules of Br2 we get a tetrabromobutane. Next reaction is reduction, or it is called as a hydrogenation, and it is also the addition of hydrogen. Third reaction, I will write here a reduction. It is also called as a hydrogenation, or it is also known as addition of hydrogen across double bonds. So simple reaction is there. CH2 double bond CH, CH double bond CH2 plus EH2. Once again, there is a 1,4 addition and 1,2 addition. 1,2 addition and here 1,4 addition. Out of these two hydrogen from hydrogen molecule, one is going to attach with the first and second. So here CH3, then here CH2, single bond CH, double bond CH2. We get a 1 butene after 1,2 addition. Whereas if the 1,4 addition take place, then here CH3, CH, double bond CH, then CH3. Here we get a 2 butene. These are the addition reaction. Then we will see a cycloaddition reaction, and which is a famous one known as a Diels-Alder reaction. It is one of the cycloaddition reaction, and it is nothing but a Diels-Alder reaction. In Diels-Alder reaction, there are two components or two reactant. One is a diene and second is a dienophile. Here diene, we know that 1,3-butadiene, and dienophile is nothing but the compounds which has either a double bond or a triple bond. Therefore, it is maybe a alkene, it is maybe a alkyne. This type of compound that acts as a dienophile. When they reacts with each other, they undergo cycloaddition reaction and they form a cyclohexene compound or a cyclic compound. Uh, Let's see the reaction. Here diene is, I will write 1,3-butadiene with the line formula first, and dienophile I will take here uh, ethene or ethylene, and when they heated in presence of light or just by heating condition, here I will put 575 Kelvin in inert solvent. In the structure of butadiene, there is a presence of 4 pi electron, whereas a dienophile contains 2 pi electron. These 4 and 2 pi electron, they will undergoes cycloaddition, and look at the number of carbons here. There are 4 carbons, here there are 2 carbons. So whatever the structure or whatever the product that we are getting here, it is nothing but a 6-membered ring, because 4 plus 2 is equal to 6, we know that. And there is a formation of a double bond between these two carbons. This is the simple reaction occurs in a concerted mechanism. How this bond attacks on this carbon, this bond gets shifted here, and this bond is going to attach or attack on this carbon. In this way, a cyclic structure will be formed. And in this reaction, if you look at the double bonds, all the double bonds they are broken. All the pi bonds they are broken with the formation of a new pi bond, with the formation of a new pi bond and two sigma bonds. So the bond making and bond breaking process occurs simultaneously. In this way, a Diels-Alder reaction occurs in case of 1,3-butadiene, and we get a cyclohexene. From this cyclohexene, we can prepare a cyclohexane. Reaction is ozonolysis of 1,3-butadiene, and it is an oxidation reaction. It is oxidation reaction in which a 1,3-butadiene is converted into corresponding carbonyl compounds. How? Look at the reaction. I will write a CH2 double bond CH double bond CH2, and it is going to react with ozone. Here I have written two molecules because there are two double bonds. In ozonolysis, this double bond they are going to collapse or they broken down to form a corresponding carbonyl compound, and from this side oxygen is added, from this side also oxygen is added. In this way on both sides oxygen is added, that's why it is an oxidation reaction. And in the first step we get this type of diozonide, and this diozonide I will write here oxygen, then oxygen, oxygen, and then it is attached with the CH. So for one double bond, we have to write 3 oxygen. That is, from O3, it is going to add with this double bond, and once again here, same case happen, or same reaction happen, and we get this type of diozonide. This is the diozonide structure. And this diozonide structure, in the next step, it is cleaved or break like this. Suppose this is in this way, it is break, and upon breaking, which product we have obtained? See here, after breaking this bond, they are going to break. That's why on this side, CH2O plus. In the middle, there is a CHO single bond CHO plus. On the last here, once again a CH2. This CH2O is nothing but HCl, and this CH2O is also a HCHO. In this way, in this reaction, we get two molecules of formaldehyde and one molecule of glyaxol. Name of this compound is glyaxol. Name of this compound is formaldehyde. The next reaction is a polymerization. As like addition reaction, it also occurs through 1,2 addition or 1,4 addition, and the resultant products, that is known as a rubber, they are used in our day-to-day life. That's why it is most important chemical reaction of the 1,3-butadiene. Now this polymerization reaction involves a self-addition of 1,3-butadiene. It doesn't react with another molecules or another different reactant, but it undergoes addition with self. So two molecules of butadiene, they are going to combine, three molecules going to combine. In this way, butadiene acts as a monomer. Butadiene acts as a monomer, and when they reacts with itself, they form a polymer. In the acidic condition or in presence of metallic sodium, in presence of metallic sodium. So 1,3-butadiene, I will write the structure CH2 double bond CH, CH2 double bond H. In presence of metallic sodium, what happens? When there is a presence of metallic sodium, then there is a occurrence of free radical. Occurrence of free radical. So to understand this polymerization reaction, we have to take a diradical resonating form, that is CH, single bond CH, double bond CH, this type of diradical. And second is, I will write here CH2 single bond CH here and CH2. This second diradical form. These two diradical form that we have to consider in this polymerization, 1,4 addition, and a number of 1,3-butadiene molecules, n number of 1,3-butadiene molecules, and this n number of 1,3-butadiene molecule, suppose they are in the resonating form like this. This is the resonating form, and in this form, what will happen? One molecule is going to add with this first carbon, and another molecule is going to add with this fourth carbon. So that's why a longer chain is obtained after addition at first and fourth carbon, that is 1,4 addition. And this longer chain we can write like this: CH2 CH double bond CH. Here I will put CH2, this is a bond, and here I will put a bracket, and out of the bracket I will here write N. So in this way, number of butadiene molecules, they undergo 1,4 addition to form a straight chain polymer. Which polymer? A straight chain polymer. It is a polybutadiene, and it is generally called as a BUNA, that is Buna rubber. It is called as a Buna rubber. So in this way, after 1,4 addition, we get a straight chain polymer. Now look at the 1,2 addition. In this reaction, we have to take n number of butadiene, and in presence of metallic sodium, we get 1,2 addition. And for 1,2 addition, we have to consider this structure. This is first carbon and this is second carbon. Now how we can write this? Suppose this is a CH2, then it is a CH. This first and this is second carbon, then I will put here CH double bond CH2. Now the second molecule which is going to add at the second carbon, and that's why we write a bond like this, and we put here a bracket and here n. In this way, a 1,2 addition take place at the first carbon and second carbon. But in this case, we get a branched chain polymer. Which polymer? A branched chain polymer. Name is same. It is a polybutadiene or Buna rubber. So the polymerization reaction of a butadiene is used for the synthesis of Buna rubber, which are useful in our daily life. And here 1,4 or 1,2 addition reaction take place. In 1,4 addition, we get a straight chain polymer, whereas in 1,2 addition, we get a branched chain polymer. And for this purpose, we have taken here a diradical resonating form, and it is useful to understand how the reaction occurs using this diradical resonating structures. So this is all about the reactions of 1,3-butadiene. We have studied addition reaction, cycloaddition reaction, as well as ozonolysis, and finally we have taken the polymerization reaction. Now we will see what we have seen or what we have learned in this lecture. In this lecture, we have studied 5 different methods for formation of 1,3-butadiene. It can be prepared from cyclohexene when it is passed over nichrome. It is also prepared from either butane, 1-butene, or by dehydrogenation reaction in presence of chromium oxide. The dehydration of 1,3-butanediol gives 1,3-butadiene, whereas the reaction of acetaldehyde either with ethanol or with acetylene in a different reaction condition finally gave a 1,3-butadiene. Now turn towards the chemical properties or summary of chemical properties that we have seen in this. This is the summary of chemical properties or chemical reaction of 1,3-butadiene. It undergoes addition reaction with HCl, Br2 and H2, that is hydrogen, halogen and halogen acids or hydrogen halide. With the bromine, it gives 1,2 addition or 1,4 addition, and it also undergoes reaction with 2 molecules of the bromine to give tetrabromo product. Here in 1,2 addition, we get 3,4 dibromo 1-butene, whereas in 1,4 addition, we get 1,4 dibromo 2-butene. With the hydrogen, it gives either 1-butene or 2-butene. With hydrogen chloride, it gives uh, 1-chloro-2-butene or 3-chloro-1-butene. It also undergoes Diels-Alder reaction with alkene or alkyne to give cyclohexene compounds or cyclic compounds. On ozonolysis, it will form 2 molecules of formaldehyde and 1 molecule of glyazole, whereas in polymerization, it will show a product that is polybutadiene, and it is also called as a Buna rubber. In 1,4 addition, we get a straight chain polymer, whereas in 1,2 addition, we get a branched chain polymer. This is all about the chemical properties of butadiene. Here, the points butadiene is over. Thank you. Thank you for watching eChemistry.